Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm showing you how to make the easiest, most fluffy and whipped colorful body butter. This video is beginner friendly and there are only 3 main ingredients. Yep, it's that easy. Now that's what I call beginner friendly body butter. So if you're ready for some fun, colorful body butter that will leave you glowing and not greasy, keep watching. So go ahead, like the video, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. So this first ingredient we're going to be using is 8 ounces of mango butter. And of course, you know I love mango butter, and I chose mango butter for this particular video because mango butter is soft and manageable, and it's easy to crumble up like you see me doing right here. And all you have to do is then take your blender and start to blend it just to pretty much mix it up. But you can actually even skip this step with mixing because mango butter is so soft. So we won't be melting this mango butter like I've done in previous videos. It'll just be mashed up a little bit. So next, I'm going to add in a little bit of natural oil. So I'm using 6 ounces of grapeseed oil, and I chose grapeseed oil because it's a super easy oil to melt into the skin. It is not greasy and it won't clog your pores. And when placed on the skin, it has a very, very nice feel to it. I'm just going to keep blending this a little bit, and as you will see, the color and the texture of the butter start to change, and it will start to begin to get a little bit fluffy, which is exactly what we want before we add in our next ingredient. So as you can see, the butter is a little bit stiff, which means that we need to keep blending a little bit more, but we are getting there. It's starting to look like cake frosting, which means we are headed in the right direction. So we're just going to blend it a little bit more just so that it is a little bit softer when we start to add in our next ingredient. So now it's time to add in our arrowroot powder, and I'm adding in 2 tablespoons of arrowroot powder. So arrowroot powder is going to help cut down on the greasiness of the butter so that it's going to make our skin still glow, but without a greasy look and feel to it that body butters can sometimes have. So I didn't add it all at once. I add a little bit and then I keep blending. And then I add in a little bit more. So that way you can test it out to see if you're liking the feel of the butter. So the arrowroot powder can also help to give the body butter a really nice texture. It helps to add a little bit of fluff to the butter, making it feel really, really nice, airy and soft, and again, light to the touch. So now that we've already added in our mango butter and our grapeseed oil, it is now time to add our vitamin E. And of course, you know that vitamin E is going to help make our butters last a little bit longer. Vitamin E also helps to protect the skin, and it helps to maintain some of the skin's moisture. So after I stir it in, I also go ahead and take my hand blender and I start to blend it up just so that my vitamin E is mixed in really, really well. So vitamin E is optional, but I do highly recommend it. So now that we've added in most of our ingredients and we've been consistently whipping the mango butter, we now have that light, fluffy, airy texture that makes for the perfect body butter. So now I'm going to take my body butter and I'm going to separate it into 2 different bowls in equal amounts. And that's why you see me using the scale. So I'm also remeasuring because my body butter has now doubled in size, which is normal for body butter to do when you start whipping it. So it's because of all the air that is increasing in size. So I just want to be aware of how much body butter I now have. So now that I have my 2 different bowls of body butter in equal amounts, I'm going to further section them off into 6 different bowls, and you'll see why in just a moment. So now I'm just adding in 6 different colors. So I'm going to be using an orange color. I'm also going to be using a yellow followed by a pink magenta color. And I'm going to be creating 2 different looks for this body butter. So I'm also using a green sort of color, a pinkish looking color, and a little bit that's a little bit different from the other pink, and then a yellowish greenish color. So it's going to turn out really, really nice, but you just want to give your body butters a really good stir. And this is mica that I'm using, so I'm making sure to stir it really well so that there are no hints of mica on the skin. So I really love how vibrant all of the colors that I'm using are. So if you want to see where I get any of my products from, you can check the description box where I will drop links to these products or similar products that I use. So now I'm going to be using my press and seal in order to spread out my body butter evenly into 3 different rows. So this is how you get that swirly look that makes body butter look like candy or ice cream or something that you want to gobble up instead of putting on your body. So just make sure that each color is touching so that there are no gaps when you start piping. So as you can see, I have my green, my pink, and a yellow color, and now I'm going to pick up my press and seal and fold it by rolling the colors on top of each other and then twisting each end so that my butters stay put for now. So I'm going to do the exact same thing with the other 3 colors. I'm going to spread them out side by side, lined up perfectly, and then I'm going to make sure that each color is touching the other, and of course making sure to get all of the butter on the paper so that it's not left on my spatula. And then I'm just going to roll my press and seal like I did previously, and of course I'm going to twist the end so that the body butter does not come out. So I have my piping bags already prepared, and I'm just going to take my press and seal with my butter inside and then place it inside of my piping bag and start piping. So if you're a beginner, go slow. Don't try to go too fast. And of course, if you miss some spots, you can always fill them in as you're going around the jar. And this is actually a 4-ounce jar that I'm using, and I'm just going to be piping it into that. So then I can just fill in the middle when I'm done. And of course, different people do this different ways, so this is just how I do it. Feel free to do it however you like. You just want it to come out cute. And so, of course, I'm going to do the exact same thing with the other 3 colors that I have. I'm using a different tip for piping, so this is going to give me a completely different look for this other body butter. And this is actually an 8-ounce jar that I'm using. So guys, this is how you pipe and whip body butter. So don't forget to check out some of my other videos where I share how I make DIY skincare. Please share this video, comment, and subscribe. Also, links can be found in the description box below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!